I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America
and to the republic for which it stands,
one nation,
under God,
indivisible,
with liberty and justice for all.
The vision of Doral Academy Charter Middle High School is to set the standard for outstanding student achievement while providing a safe and nurturing academic environment.
Rise and shine, Firebirds. I'm Natalie Avendaño.
And I'm Adriana Barrios. Today is Friday, April 17, 2020. Welcome to the 26th edition of the Rise Quarantine Edition.
Now that the curve seems to be slowing, we can finally see a light at the end of the tunnel.
However, it is still important that we maintain our social distancing until public officials allow us to resume to our regular lives.
That's right, Adriana, but being indoors isn't going to stop our weekly grind. Coming up on The Rise, a few tips for your online classes,
some tricks to taking the perfect picture,
and a message from Key Club. I'm Natalie Avendaño.
And I'm Adriana Barrios, and the Rise Quarantine Edition starts now.
Now that we are approaching 1 month of online classes, it might start getting hard for some of us to stay on top of our academics.
So here is Lauren Bonet with some tips on how to make the most out of your online classes.
Here are some tips to make the most out of your online classes. I know it might be tempting, but putting your phone away when the classes are in session is the best way to learn. Always communicate with your teachers. They're there to help you. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact them during office hours. Make sure to be respectful to your teachers and peers while on online classes. Mute yourself if your background is noisy and don't use distracting backgrounds. In the morning before class starts, try eating a small breakfast or drinking a coffee. That way when you log into class, you're awake and ready. Being stuck at home makes it very easy to fall victim to procrastination, so make sure you manage your time properly so you don't fall behind. The entire internet is at your fingertips, so if you need extra practice or some clarification, it will only take a few minutes to look things up. And finally, always remember to stay curious.
With so much time on our hands, it is important to take this time to learn some new skills.
Here's Isabella de la Grana with some knowledge about photography.
Picture this, the perfect setup, the perfect person, and the perfect moment. With one click of a button, you have it, a masterpiece. No matter who you are, at some point in your life, you'll find yourself having to take a picture.
Cheese.
Whether that's a human, multiple humans, your dog, your plant, it must be done. Now to be real, there is no right way to take a picture, but here's some tips to help you out. First things first, always find a way to make your subject feel comfortable with themselves. Don't try to turn the shoot into something it's not. Some of the best photos come when we don't even realize it, featuring the candid. Composition is everything. When framing your photo, remember your rule of thirds. Try to frame your subject in one of the intersections of the 3 lines. Get creative with it. Again, don't be afraid to experiment with angles while still trying to stay true to the rule of thirds. Also keep in mind of your exposure. Your photo can change dramatically just based upon the lighting you shoot with. This plays a huge factor when thinking about your location. Lastly, editing the pictures. My personal favorite. Your photo could do wonders with just some adjusting, whether that's in the crop, the color, or simply the contrast. Soon enough, you'll figure out what clicks. Signing off, I'm Isabella de la Grana.
In these hard times, essential workers are risking their lives to keep us safe.
So the members of Key Club took the time to thank these heroes.
COVID-19 has risen anxious feelings throughout the world. People are self-quarantining in their homes, practicing social distancing, and making sure to stay safe. But in the midst of all this panic, it's easy to forget the true heroes putting others' well-being before their own.
So thank you to all the doctors.
Thank you to the nurses.
Thank you to the first responders.
Thank you to all the fast food workers.
Thank you to the grocery workers.
Thank you to the federal employees.
Thank you to the social workers.
Thank you to all our sanitation workers.
And thank you for staying inside.
That's all for today, Firebirds. We hope you enjoyed today's show.
We hope you stay safe and make sure to have a great weekend.